Could Julius Malema end up in jail? South African politics is once again gripped by the spectacle of Julius Malema, firebrand leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, facing a potential prison sentence that could reshape his political future and spark national debate. Malema, a polarizing figure whose fiery rhetoric has both galvanized supporters and alarmed critics for years, stands before the East London Magistrates Court this week for pre-sentencing proceedings related to his conviction on firearms-related charges. The case at the center of the storm stems from an incident at an EFF rally in July 2018 at the Sisa Dukasha Stadium in Mdansane, Eastern Cape, where Malema was recorded firing what the state says was a live rifle into the air during celebrations. Despite Malema's defense that the weapon was a toy gun, a claim rejected by the court, he was found guilty on multiple counts, including unlawful possession of a firearm and ammunition, discharging a firearm in a public place, reckless endangerment, failure to take reasonable precautions. These offenses fall under South Africa's Firearms Control Act, which provides for serious criminal penalties. His co-accused and former bodyguard, Adrian Snyman, was acquitted, a verdict that further inflamed tensions and led Malema to allege racial bias in the proceedings. The pre-sentencing hearing taking place now does not determine guilt, that was settled in October 2025, but will influence the sentence the court ultimately hands down. What penalties are possible? Under the Firearms Control Act, firing and possessing a firearm unlawfully in a public area can carry up to 15 years in prison. However, South African sentencing law also allows for what are known as substantial and compelling circumstances, factors that might justify a lesser sentence than the statutory minimum. Legal experts say the court will weigh the seriousness of the offense, given the dangers posed by illegal guns, Malema's personal circumstances, including his political role and character, the broader message a sentence would send about the rule of law. If Malema receives a custodial sentence of 12 months or more without an option of a fine, he would automatically lose his seat in parliament, a blow not just to him personally, but to the EFF's position in national politics. Political context and reaction. The EFF, its leadership, and many supporters describe the case as politically motivated, an attempt by political opponents or the establishment to undermine Malema's influence. In the lead-up to the pre-sentencing hearing, rallies, vigils, and significant EFF mobilization in East London have underscored how deeply the matter resonates with the party's base. EFF national spokesperson Sinawo Tambo called the case a political attack, accusing the magistrate and state of racism and asserting that Malema had done nothing deserving of imprisonment. Malema himself has historically portrayed imprisonment as a badge of honor for revolutionaries, a sentiment he articulated after his conviction in 2025, a stance that has kept his supporters energized while unnerving critics. Not the only legal headache. While the firearms conviction is the headline case today, Malema's legal history is long and complex. He has faced other convictions, including hate speech rulings, and has been embroiled in various legal challenges and controversies over the years. There are also media reports suggesting that other investigations, such as allegations related to money laundering and corruption, might intersect with his political and legal narrative, though these are separate from the current sentencing proceedings. What happens next? The magistrate is expected to hand down a sentence following the pre-sentencing hearing this week or shortly thereafter. At this stage, imprisonment is legally possible, but not guaranteed. The court could impose a direct custodial sentence, a suspended sentence, or a fine or community-based penalty, depending on how the mitigating and aggravating evidence is balanced. Whatever the outcome, the decision will shape not only Malema's personal future, but also the political landscape in South Africa, particularly in a climate already marked by intense debates over land reform, inequality, and political accountability. Conclusion. So, could Julius Malema end up in jail? The short answer is yes. Legally, it is possible and politically consequential, but not yet certain. As the nation watches closely, this unfolding legal drama underscores broader questions about justice, political power, and accountability in South Africa's young democracy.